Hey everybody, this is John with Digital Dispatcher. Hey, I want to give a presentation here and show you how to do fleet fueling with our newest feature, RFID or NFC scanning. These are RFID chips that we're using. They're about the size of a poker chip, but they're much thinner. And they're made out of a high quality industrial PVC. They've got a 3M adhesive on the back. So the benefit of using these RFID chips versus something like barcode scanning would be that sometimes barcodes get dirty or they start to rub off, or it can be difficult to scan a barcode if it was raining, something like that. So the point of these is you can avoid all that. If you've got these on the truck, you can power wash it, you can paint over it, doesn't matter. You can still scan it. We've had these out for almost a year now on customers. They're riding around on trucks everywhere, so these things will hold up. We're hearing great things about them. So now that they've been tested, we want to show them to everybody and show you how to use them. So specifically for fleet fueling, I have them here on the assets behind me, and I'll show you what a delivery looks like using the RFID chips and Digital Dispatcher. Now, the way that you can scan these is using your cell phone. Any Android device that's been made in the past handful of years has NFC built into it. That's called near field communication. So it's a technology kind of like Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, but it makes a short range connection with something. Some people use NFC to make mobile payments at a cash register. You can use it to transfer files between phones sometimes, but the way we're going to use it is we're going to grab the data off of these chips and to tell you what asset it is. So what we found is guys really like this. It moves the delivery process along a lot quicker. So let me show you what it looks like here. My phone here is actually showing, the screen is mirrored there on the left side of the screen, so you can walk right along with me. We're going to tap route and open up the route here, and you can see we've got one stop today, John's Construction Company. So let's tap here, and at this point the instructions would pop up. You can hit map and get turn-by-turn directions to your customer. You could hit email, and that would send a text or an email, a pre-delivery notification to your customer. Say, hey, this is the drivers from whatever oil company or propane company, and we'll be arriving shortly. But we're going to go ahead and get into the delivery. So let's hit deliver. The first thing we're going to do is make a connection to the LCR to make sure that we do have a connection there, but also that you're not currently in delivery mode, that the LCR is in the print position. And we're going to hit load register. So when you hit load register, what's happening is you're making a connection to the LCR, making sure that once again you're in the print position, but you're going to load the correct compartment or calibration for the fuel you're getting ready to deliver. You might have a different calibration for gasoline, diesel, kerosene, heating oil. But that's what we're going to do. We're loading that, and then we're also going to print the header. So there out of the printer, you just saw the company information, the customer information, and now the phone says loading complete. So then we should get a little pop-up message that says, go ahead and flip the LCR to the run position. So we'll do that. And then now the driver can go into fleet mode. So we're going to hit fleet. Once again, we're going to talk to the register real quick. Let's make sure we're in the run position. Then it puts you right into fleet mode. So at this point, what we would do is we would tap the volume up button on the phone, and then we'd come put it next to the chip on the device. You see it scans it right away and it says, that's dozer 1. So we'll come over here, put some gallons in it, and then we'll tap the volume up button again, and that'll communicate with the register and find out how many gallons did we just put in that asset. And at this time, you could be pulling your hose to the next asset, the next truck, and by the time you get there, it's done reading. So you can see 13.3 went into that last one. So let's scan the next asset. We'll tap the volume up button. We'll scan that. That's dump truck 102. So we'll put some more gallons in here. Tap the volume up button. And then we'll be pulling the hose to the next truck. Now that reading's complete, let's tap the volume up button again. Scan the last asset. There's backhoe 103. Let's throw some gallons in here. Tap the volume up button, and we'll read the register and get the last gallons there. Now, a couple things I want to point out. If there's a new asset there that has not been there before, you can grab one of these chips, throw it on there, scan it. It'll say, hey, we don't recognize this. You can program it right there that it's a new truck, and that becomes part of the asset list from there on. So you can add assets on the fly. And if you take a look here on the phone, you can see that the last vehicle we did was backhoe 103. It took 15.6 gallons. The vehicle before that was dump truck 102 for 12.8 gallons. And your running total is 41.7, and the number of assets you filled was 3. So that kind of helps the guys he's making his deliveries keep track of what he's done and what's going on so far. So anyway, now that the driver's done, he's going to come over and flip the register to print. You're going to get your LCR meter stamp here to make sure you're compliant with weights and measures. Then on the phone, you're going to tap finish. And it's going to say, are you sure you want to leave fleet operations? And you hit yes. We'll connect to the register one more time. We're going to make sure that we are in the print position. It's going to make sure that the vehicles are closed, that you don't have an active truck open to be delivered. And at this point, you could put in that you picked up any money. If anything's not full, you can put in notes. You can have action codes for a gate was locked, something like that. But we're going to come down and hit get delivery. You can double check the price. You can put in notes again here. Print notes will actually print on the invoice in the field. But we're going to go ahead and just hit proceed. You could also add add charges at that point. Like if you put in a fuel additive, or you needed to charge a same-day delivery fee, something like that, you can add those add charges in at that last step before you complete the delivery, and they'll print on the invoice as well as send back to the office. So now that the delivery's completed, we hit get delivery, and you can see on the register, the printer here, that we're printing out the details here. So the first is the actual invoice for your total gallons, the 41.7 gallons, and what your total charges are for that delivery. And then you're going to get your fleet detail. So let's go ahead and show you what that looks like here. So here's your first invoice, 41.7 gallons at $1.29 a gallon. Your total is $53.79. And of course, this can handle any taxes, on-road sales taxes, things like that. But here is your fleet breakdown. So you've got Dozer 1 took 13.3 gallons, dump truck 102 took 12.8, backhoe 103 took 15.6, and your total volume is 41.7. Driver can put a signature there if you wanted to. But there's your whole fleet summary there. And on the phone here, we're going to just scroll down and hit save. And that's going to send back to the office. So within a couple minutes of the delivery being finished, you can not only, the office will know right away that the delivery is completed, but you could also email this right to the customer from the right from the delivery. So within a few minutes, everybody will know what happened and what was delivered. So that is my presentation for RFID chips using doing fleet fueling with Digital Dispatcher. Thank you so much for watching.